Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself. Today I want to respond to a comment that I got yesterday. I think I really need to address it here. So as many of you know, I've been talking a lot about manifestation, the law of assumption, right? Using your mind and using your energy really to heal yourself lately. This is sort of my era. So I'm in the Taylor Swift era of talking about manifestation as a way to heal yourself. Now, this person said, basically the comment was like, this is BS. I think all of this is BS. You could harm people. This isn't good for people who are chronically ill. They need to be doing something physical, right? Using your mind is not going to cure a physical ailment. It's not going to get rid of the metals. It's not going to get rid of the parasites. It's not going to get rid of the pathogens. All the mind-body work, all the energetic work in the world, all these thoughts and assuming and everything that you're telling people to do is not going to help them if they have an underlying physical issue. And shouldn't we be focusing on physical things? And what physical things do we need to do, right? How can we actually turn the corner and reclaim our health and our body back? To which I first would say the mind actually can do absolutely anything, and it can heal you of even physical ailments. But for the sake of this video, yes, I absolutely hear you. So the reason I've been talking about the mind lately, the reason I've been talking about manifestation, law of assumption, law of attraction, all of this stuff is because it's fun. When you're in this space for a long time helping people heal, it can get really difficult and it can get really hard, right? It is not a fun space to be in helping people because it's not a fun thing to do, right? People are sick, people are suffering. It is hard. So this is more light and a little bit more fun for me to put my energy on and focus on. That's one of the reasons I'm in this era of my channel, because I needed a break from the heaviness. Right? And that's what it's like when you're on a healing journey as well. Not just helping people with their healing journey, but it can get really dense in the 3D when you're working with the physical body all the time. And so even when you're dealing with the trauma, right, the feelings, the emotions, doing all the trauma work, healing the inside, the emotions of you, everything that's weighing you down. I love talking about that stuff. I have so many videos on trauma and shadow work and how to do that inner work on this channel. I love it, but it can get heavy. It can really weigh you down. It's difficult work, right? The physical work is difficult. The inner and emotional work and trauma work is difficult. I have a lot of videos on the mind, right? Doing the brain retraining and really working with your thoughts. This is critical and important work. And now I'm doing the spiritual videos, the work on the spiritual. Again, super important, the energy. And the spiritual component of healing is it. I mean, it really is it. And that's why I've been talking about it so much. And yes, I agree with this person, right? It can't do anything if you're only doing the spiritual work and you're not tapped into all the other work, right? You have got to heal yourself. Body, mind, heart, and soul. All of it is important and all of it matters. And some people who have like light illnesses or they're out of alignment in one certain area of their life, they maybe can just do a physical healing protocol and heal. Or they can maybe do a mental protocol, right? Working with the mind and they can heal. Or they can, work with their trauma and heal it and everything gets better. But for most of us, if we're dealing with a long-standing chronic illness, it takes work and mastery in all areas. You've got to heal the physical body. You've got to heal the emotional body, the mind. You have got to heal the mind, and you have got to work with the spiritual. You have got to heal mind, body, heart, and soul. And root cause healing is really important. But guess what? Everybody thinks root cause healing is only and all about the physical root cause. And yes, there's always a physical root cause, right? What is the physical root cause that is really giving you your body, your suit that you're wearing? What is the physical problem or the cause? What's the root cause of what's going on with you physically? But there is a root component to every area. So there's root cause physical healing. There's root cause emotional healing, right? There is root cause mental healing, and there is root cause spiritual healing. So you've got to find the root of your problem in all the areas. And people miss this. They absolutely miss this because they are so hyper-focused on one area. I know, probably the woman who is so dealing with physical symptoms and physical sensations and physical ailments who responded to me, who gave me the comment yesterday, that she can't think outside the box of a physical treatment, right? Of the physical cause, of the physical root cause. I get it. I have been there. Somebody else who really has had a hard life, who's dealing with a lot of PTSD, a lot of CPTSD, a lot of trauma, really can't think about anything else. They're steeped in that way of healing. And that's okay. Whatever way you lean towards, whatever way you know your bucket is full in. If you've got a lot of physical challenges, of course, you're going to look to physical healing first. If you've got a lot of trauma, of course, you're going to look to emotional healing first. If you've got negative thinking and negative thoughts and in your thoughts spiral, and you cannot get control of your own mind, then of course you are going to really lean towards brain retraining, and you're going to think this is it, this is the thing. And I get it, because I was there with all of it, right? I am lucky, not lucky, that I suffered extreme in all areas. I was a broken human being, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So I had no choice but to do the work in all areas. But some people can't see that they're broken in one area. Some people can't see how their mind and their thoughts are contributing to their physical illness, or how their trauma is keeping them from manifesting what they want, from using their energetics and their spirit to get back to them. Some people aren't even aware that their spirit is not living inside them, that their spirit has gone vanished. They are not living in their power. They have to call their power back. They have to call their spirit back in order to heal that trauma, in order, right, to heal emotionally. So some people just cannot see how one area is affecting the other. And it can feel like a maze. It can feel like a huge, giant puzzle. Well, I can't do it all. Like, there's so many things. Yes. And that is why I created this program. That is why it's taking so long to release part by part, is because there is so much to go through. You really need to heal every single area. And I don't want you to heal surfacely. I don't want you to heal one area and then realize another area is out of alignment and you actually relapse, or you can't fully heal. You can't make it there because you aren't healing every single part that needs to be healed. I want this program to be comprehensive. I want it to go over everything. And so I have been working diligently on this program so that you guys can heal all the areas that need to be healed, because believe me, they all need to be healed. And even if you've got physical problems and you've got heavy metals or you've got a parasite issue and you really need to focus on that protocol, and you do focus on that protocol and you get it down, you are not going to totally physically heal. You are not going to. You might make a lot of headway, but believe me and trust me, you're going to have more work to do because you need to heal that trauma. And I really hope you can hear me in this video because it is getting rather windy, but I want to keep going because it's on my mind, it's on my heart today, and I want to just get this out there. So here's the thing. When that person said, this is BS, this isn't going to heal my physical problem. This mind work, this energetic work, this spiritual mumble jumble isn't going to heal me. And so one, yes, it absolutely is, but B, then you don't start there. You start with the physical. You do the physical work. Like, I know at one point, and I spoke about physical things on this channel for ages. I also did every single physical healing protocol that you could do. I was still sick. She talked about medical medium. I read all the books, right? I drank celery juice until the cows came home. I have done it all. I have laid on the bathroom floor with tubes up my ASSS for years and years of my life. I get it. I understand. I have done all the physical protocols, but unless you bring in the other pieces, even the best physical protocols can't work. If you are injured and you are fractured and you are not whole in other areas, we need to call the spirit home. The spiritual work is everything. It's everything. But most people can't access this work until they've gone through the denser areas of healing, right? The 3D, healing the physical body, focusing on the physical body, then doing the emotional work, going into your past, going into the closet, going into the wounds, all the wounds that need to be healed. Most people can't even access the mind component, the mind body, that changing your thoughts and changing your beliefs, and then working on a spiritual level, manifestation, the laws of the universe. They can't get there because they're stuck down deep in the density of the 3D, in the density of the feelings and the sensations and the emotions, and they simply can't climb out from there high enough. Their spirit isn't even with them anymore. Their power has vanished from them. And so a lot of the things that I'm talking about that in this era of my channel happen to be for people who are more healed. Most of these videos don't apply to people who are extremely suffering. A lot of my videos here on the channel, particularly earlier years ago, when I was, in my trauma healing eras or when I was in my physical healing eras, are really going to help those people, because those videos meet those people where they're at, right? Everybody is at a different point on the healing journey. Everybody. And you can't access some of this higher consciousness forms of healing. Sometimes you just can't. You cannot see it. It's not available to you. You're working down deeper in the denser parts. You're working with the body. You're working with the physical. You're working in the 3D. And you may not even be able to access your emotions or your history or your trauma yet. I mean, these things are peeled back in layers like an onion. And so that is one of the reasons, that I don't talk a lot about physical healing anymore, because it attracts people who are stuck deep in the physical healing, in the dense part, in the real suffering, in the real trauma work. And right now I just don't have it in me to be interacting on a daily basis with suffering. It's hard. You need to take breaks as you go through this, and you're a healing helper, a healing guide, a healing mentor. You can't always work in one area. Either you need to jump around for your own health. And if I'm being completely honest, it's because the YouTube algorithm really discourages anyone, particularly this channel, from talking about physical healing. I cannot tell you how many hours and hours of work I've put into uploading certain physical protocols and healing protocols and all kinds of different ways that you can heal yourself physically, only to have the video taken down, banned, get a strike on my channel, and basically discourage me from making that type of content. The type of content I'm making right now is not getting eaten up and chewed out and spit out by the algorithm. They're allowing this content to stay up. And so that is one of the main reasons that this channel has focused more, in addition to the fact that it's just lighter and funner and easier to talk about. And it is as important as the rest. So that's what really has gone into the focus of my channel for the last year or so, because that's just the way the world is going right now, and it's impossible to get too deep on physical healing on this platform without getting censored. But yes, physical healing is important, and that is why I made an entire program. I have made an entire program, and I work hard every day at actually uploading videos to that program. The physical healing protocols are all on there. I have already released part 1 of the program. It's the Foundations of Health and Healing. If you have not signed up yet right now, go to the link in the description box, sign up and start. You need to get the foundations down. The foundations are it. The foundations are everything. Like I said, this is an onion. Healing is an onion, and you need a solid foundation upon which everything else rests. If you don't have the foundation down, you cannot even do the advanced healing protocols. Part 2 will be coming out soon. This is the advanced healing protocols. This is it for physical healing. So if you are interested in physical healing, I have this coming out. This takes you through the entire maze of the health and healing complex of everything that's out there, because I know it's confusing. I know it's like a web. I know it's like a maze, and I break it down so that you can understand it. And then I show you what the root causes are, and then the protocols to heal. This is an extremely important part of the program, part 2. It is all about advanced healing. It's all about understanding and unraveling the medical industry, seeing what choices are available to you, understanding when to use them, how to apply them to your body, how to do natural healing. It goes through all the protocols. It really takes you on that ride. And so it appears like I'm not doing any physical, putting out any stuff on physical healing, but I'm working behind the scenes very, very, very hard, because it is so important. So the person who made that comment If you want to talk about physical healing, I have the physical part of my healing program, which was the foundations, which is nothing can happen until we get the foundations right. And then number 2, we are going to get into the advanced healing protocols, which are so important. Then after that, we are going to go straight into the emotions, into the heart. We're going to be looking at trauma. That is part 3 coming out after part 2, and it is a doozy. This is where you heal. This program is the holy grail of healing. I really believe that because I am taking you through each area in depth, holding your hand, walking you through it so that you can take your power back, you can understand it, and you can become your own healer and not have to rely on everybody else, not have to get lost in this confusing complex maze of health and healing and not know where to go, where to turn, and feel like there's just so many choices. There's this buffet of choices and you don't understand what to do, how to apply it, where you should put your focus, where you should put your money. I want that to be unraveled in this course so that you really can become your own healer, because that is where your healing power lies, right? With you taking the reins of your own health and understanding how to heal yourself, body, mind, heart, and soul. And yes, this channel is focused heavily this year on the soul component. I've been talking about that a lot this year, again, because the algorithm supports that, because that's just the era that I need to be in right now to get a break from the heaviness and the denseness. But that doesn't diminish the importance of all of the other parts. And even though I'm not talking about them, yes, I understand that they are all important. They are all critical. I give each part of the healing process equal weight. So the soul and the physical body each have equal weight, right? The mind and the emotions each have equal weight. It all has equal weight. The reason I like talking about the soul is the soul encompasses everything. You cannot heal if your soul isn't brought back to you and it's not present, and your God power within is not present. Right? It is not going to happen because you're not going to believe. You're not going to have the faith in yourself, the confidence. But once you call your soul home, believe me, your healing will rapidly change. Everything will rapidly change. Your healing will take on a completely different timeline. And so I hope that whoever who wrote that comment actually hears this video, but it doesn't matter if they do or they don't. This is to all of you. This is to everyone out there who needed to hear this. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any value out of it, please hit the thumbs up so I know. Consider subscribing for more content like this. And please check out the link below. Check out my program, The Foundations of Health and Healing is available now. Part 2 will be released soon. This is the Holy Grail. I'm telling you, you guys, I want you to heal. I care about you. I love you. I lived it. I was there. It's incomprehensible. There are no words for it, but there is a way out. Do not give up, no matter what area you're focused in. Focus your energy there, right? Whatever you are resonating or leaning more towards right now, go all in. Focus there. Do what you can. Hold on. Keep going. Never give up. You can and you will heal. If you remember the big picture, that you have to find the root cause and you have to heal all the parts of you. You have to put yourself back together. You have got to become whole again. Body, mind, heart, and soul. It is all equally important. It all matters. No matter what you are suffering with, all of it applies to, believe me, it does. I have the wisdom after a decade of illness. I have the wisdom. I'm telling you, even though it doesn't seem like it, because maybe you're just dealing with a physical problem, or so you think. It all does apply to you. It's just not available to you yet. But stay open. As you peel back the onion, you will see. Stay open to healing all the areas of you. This is where true health freedom comes from. This is where that wholeness comes from. This is where that 100% taking back your power, claiming your life, and being able to step into your healed self and live the life of your dreams. This is where it comes from, really mastering all the areas. And for those of you who really want to find out a little bit more about what the whole course will look like, watch this video next. I will put it here. I really think this is the video that you need to see. It just sort of goes over everything. I have 2 videos explaining the program. This explains the full program, and this one here just explains part 1 of the program. So watch these videos, click the link below, honestly sign up. Or just, if you don't have the resources to sign up, then just stay watching all my content. And if you're not in this era of healing, if this doesn't resonate with you, watch my older content. Or just go watch someone else's, whatever you resonate with. But don't give up, you can heal. So I hope you liked this video, and I will see you in the next one.